What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Diamond Deck Discussions Unfiltered, where we talk nothing but women's basketball. So, with that being said, let's drink beer because you need a lot of it to talk about women's basketball. All right. I don't know any teams. I was going to make up some bullshit. No, we're back. We're talking about baseball. We got off season here. I don't know why Coach Jace was looking at me like that just now, but it is what it is. Let's
I just had no idea where you were going.
Yeah, so I think I've kind of figured out my open. Right, so for the longest time, I could not figure out what the fuck I was going to do.
So this is episode 102, so for 101 episodes, you couldn't figure out what you wanted to do?
No, it was very weird to me to open the show, right? So I feel like, we'll start off with a little joke. And so every episode, I'm going to name a different sport until I run out of fucking sports.
Okay.
So, might throw
No. Every episode, we got to wait for it. I'm just going to let it play out here.
I'm just saying I might throw in the sport I was very good at in college, underwater basket weaving.
You've thrown that one in here many times.
Yeah, but not in an open. So,
okay. Oh, it has to be in an open.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah. Anyways, hey, buddy. Oh man, it's been a lazy day.
We are hoping to break Juan Soto news on this show. It's Sunday. Everything has projected to him signing on tonight. So it's day one of winter meetings. Sunday, December 9th. Here we are.
Yeah, it'd be great to say something,
dude. To get some live reactions from you and me right here about Soto, that'd be fire.
Yeah, I mean, unless he goes to the Yankees.
Unless they want to drop $750 for him, then they can have another bad long-term contract.
From what it seems like everybody's going to pay $750 for him.
I hope the Mets and Yankees do, and the Red Sox don't.
Yeah, but that'll just be another guy that they were interested in.
That's fine. I'm okay losing that.
Oh, man, I don't know how I feel about it. I want them to get Soto because it shows me that they're trying. But then after that, it's like, okay, what the fuck's going on here?
Well, I mean, they're definitely trying. Somebody gave them an A+ rating today on their efforts to sign Soto. So,
it's like me giving you a thumbs up for showing up here today.
We got an A+ rating.
Yeah, for trying. For trying. That is the definition of a fucking what they call them.
Hang the banner.
No, the trophies you get. A participation trophy. Yes, that is a definition of a participation trophy right there. You get an A+ for showing up, bud.
I mean, here's the thing. Here's why I don't really care if the Red Sox lose out on him for $700 and whatever millions of dollars. All right? Red Sox last year, you barely had Casas. You barely had Yoshida. You didn't have Story at all. And yet you were still 6th in the league in batting average and 9th in the league in home runs hit. So give me a Casas back that's going to hit 30+. Give me a Story back that's going to hit 20. And Yoshida's good for 12 to 15. And all of a sudden, you're right there with the leaders on offense. Like, you don't... As much as I want Soto on the Red Sox, I don't want Soto on the Red Sox for $650+. Because, yes, the first 5 to 6 years, 7 years, are going to be fantastic. But then you're handcuffed. You're handicapped for the rest of the 9 years that you got him signed for because it's going to be a 13 to 15-year deal. So, yes, give me Soto. Great, awesome, lovely, beautiful, fantastic. But if you tell me you're going to handcuff this team for 8 years after the first great 6 years that might not even lead to a championship because you got work to do on your pitching staff, I don't want him.
Yeah, I don't know. So I guess we're hitting on Soto first. Look, man, I hope. I hope.
By the way, Soto's last on our list here.
Not if you look at it upside down. If you look at the list upside down, he is first. But
yeah, you're right.
No, I'd hope wherever he goes, he succeeds and the team succeeds. But unless he defers money, they may or may not have success.
Long term.
Well, yeah. But he has to defer money.
Well, all these long-term contracts are deferred. All of them. There's nobody that gets the big dollars up front. There's going to be stuff after they retire. It's just the way it works. Like we said a couple episodes ago, 4 years ago, Ken Griffey Jr. was the fourth highest paid player on the Reds team, and he hadn't played for him since 2009. We got July 1st every year, this Bobby Bonilla Day, and he hasn't played since, 2003?
I didn't even know he was a player. I didn't even know he existed until they're like, Happy Bobby Bonilla Day, and I was like, what?
I mean,
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, this is nothing new. That deferred money is nothing new. It's
Correct.
just becoming a big thing because the Dodgers have over $1 billion of deferred money now.
Yes. Yes.
So
correct.
it's going to be deferred, but again, is it worth? Is one guy that's a lifetime 288 hitter and an average of 32 homers a year worth $700 million? No, because he's a liability on defense. He is a horrendous base runner. But
but I think you get that from playing with the Yankees.
No, he was always a bad base runner.
I don't know.
He was always a bad base runner.
Well, when you hit home runs, you don't really have to worry about running the bases.
Man, if you hit 50 a year, I'll take it. But you average, you just had your career best year with a short porch in right field in New York, and you hit 41.
He's not built like your typical power hitter.
No, he's not. That's what I'm saying. Like, is Juan Soto more valuable than Shohei Ohtani?
No, because he can't pitch.
Is he a better hitter than Aaron Judge?
Postseason, yeah.
Okay, we're not looking at postseason.
I mean, I'm just saying when it matters. When in the postseason, when it matters, yeah, he is.
But you're not
And
painting.
he's proved that time and time again.
Yeah, I'm not debating that. But all around, is he a better hitter than Aaron Judge?
I would say so. I'd say he promotes longer at bats. He's more patient at the plate.
You want a longer at bat, or do you want 314, 315 with 55 homers a
When
year?
the fuck has Judge hit 314?
Oh boy! Oh my!
Go ahead.
Hang tight, everyone.
No, just tell me. I mean, if he's so special.
He is. I'm about to pull him up. Hold on. I need your Wi-Fi to hurry up.
That's not my Wi-Fi.
Oh, it's yours.
It's Victoria's Wi-Fi. It's not mine. No. I mean,
2024 regular year, 322 with 58 homers. 2023 last year.
that was whenever he was peeking in the dugout. So for signs. You remember that?
Last year in his injury-riddled year, he hit 267. The year before that, where he hit 62 homers, 311.
Yeah, but he's cheating.
Okay. Soto was on the same team this year.
Allegedly, he was cheating.
Soto was on the same team this year and didn't have those numbers.
I mean,
Soto's never hit 300 in his career.
Soto was there half a year this year.
I don't think. No.
Oh, he got traded last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think
I'm
he's
sorry,
ever
I'm
hit.
stupid. All right.
I don't think Soto's ever hit.
When it
300.
comes to doing this podcast, obviously you do way more research than I do. That's because you have a lot more time on your hands.
Oh, I lied. He has hit 300. He's hit 300 twice.
Oh, okay.
One of them was a COVID shortened year.
All right. Another one was what?
The next year at 313.
That was when the Braves won the World Series?
No, this was 21.
Yeah, Braves won the World Series in 21.
Oh, then yeah, that year.
What about 19 when they won it? What did he hit? Because that was the first year Bryce left.
282.
I mean, it's still fucking good.
Yeah, it's good, but I'm asking, is he a better hitter than Aaron Judge?
Yeah. But there's a lot more I look into than just average, right? You got to look at on base, but then you also got to look at his at bats. They're prolonged at bats. He didn't just swing at the first pitch. He definitely takes his time. He's more patient. He has a good eye at the plate.
Yeah, but what does that matter? You want a longer at bat, or you want guys on base early?
You want good quality at bats.
Yeah, well, I'm still taking Aaron Judge over him.
Yeah, don't be so judgy.
That was a good one.
That was.
It was.
I don't think it was that good, but okay.
I'll give you credit on it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Pretty
So these Juan Soto sweepstakes, all right? I was always a huge promotion of like, okay, maybe he signs with a team. Maybe he goes on one of those 2-year deals with a 1-year option, just for a year, and just see kind of how he does, and then signs a long-term deal after that. I was always promoting that, but I mean everything. Obviously, all the experts and shit that we aren't. They all 7 years or 8 years or this and that. He's a good baseball player. He's a really good baseball player. Obviously, he's better than the fucking average Joe. He's better than most guys in the league. Okay, he's top 10 in the league for sure. Would you agree?
Oh yeah.
Top 10 in the league, right? But is he worth that money?
No, I don't. Personally, I don't think Shohei. I don't think any baseball player is worth $700 million.
Except for
no one.
You don't think Shohei's worth that?
No.
Well, that's what he got.
Well, I understand that. Thank you.
I'm just throwing it out there.
No.
Shohei did get that money.
Yeah, and he's going to get more. They're talking about he's going to touch 750.
Well, with his endorsements and shit. Yeah,
no,
he should.
Contract.
Oh,
baseball contract.
They're going to extend him?
Like 15 years. No, Soto. Like 15 years, $750 million.
Yeah, no. I thought originally, like, Ohtani just signed the largest contract ever in the history of MLB baseball, or MLB, in the history of MLB, and that will never be topped. If Juan Soto gets paid more than Ohtani, if I'm Ohtani, I'm marching in the fucking office and going, "Hey, I need more money." Like, there's no way he's worth more than me.
No, he's not. That's the thing that I'm saying. And I just want to go back and touch on your point about the taking a 2-year deal with an opt out or something. The only reason why he won't do that is because let's say he doesn't sign with the Yankees, right? And he goes to the Mets or the Red Sox. Okay, let's just hypothetical this. That'll be his 4th team in 5 years.
Yeah, but that
actually his 4th team in 4 years.
That wasn't necessarily his fault, though.
No, because he got traded. Yeah,
right. So he went Nationals, Padres,
and Yankees,
and then Yankees.
But it also was his fault because we can't forget the Nationals offered him $12 and $444.
Yeah, but
he said no.
But after that,
understandably.
First of all, that World Series year was a fluke.
Yeah,
right. They just got hot, and it happens.
Yeah, because they started the year.
It was like
so bad.
It was a 2% chance of them making the fucking playoffs, and they won the World Series. By May.
Their first 70 games, they were like 25 and 40, 50 or something.
Like it was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, and then they went on this heater and just couldn't fucking lose.
But that's what I don't see him taking he's definitely not going to take a short-term deal. He's going to want a long-term home, and I think these teams that he's entertaining the most, Sox, Yanks, Mets, Dodgers, for whatever reason, Toronto, I don't see that one happening, is because look at their big spending. They're going to be in the market every year. Sox got a good farm system. Dodgers got a good farm system. Yankees and Mets just have a bunch of money to play with.
Nah.
They're competitive. There's somewhere he's going to go and he's going to be competing for a World Series, and that'll be the expectation no matter what team he signs with.
Yeah,
because it's those 5. And like I said, I don't think Toronto's in this. I know their name keeps getting thrown out there. I just don't see that happening.
Look, if he signs with Toronto, they better go make some other moves too because they have nothing.
The only reason
they got George Springer and Bo Bichette and Vladdy.
Yeah, and Vladdy and Bichette are free agents after this year.
Right. So why would you go unless you plan on extending them or signing them longer, which that costs you way more money? You'd be paying the Dodgers deferral money just in regular season pay, if you did that. So and you can't afford it. So why even throw your name in the hat for that?
Yep.
It'd be like the A's being like, yeah, we want to pay $1 billion for Soto. Like I know we don't have it.
Yeah, I personally I don't think he's worth. I mean, dude's a career 285 hitter. Like, yes, that's good, and I get it. He's 26. We don't see hitters of this caliber at 26 years old be free agents. I got it. But 285 and 32 homers a year. I mean, Anthony Santander's a career 240 hitter and just hit 44 homers. And he's gonna sign a 3-year deal worth right around $75 million max.
Yeah.
And he's a switch hitter, by the way.
Yeah.
And he's a better defender.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? There's just so many different things that I understand why the number's going so high. And at the same time, as a Red Sox fan, as much as I want him on the team, I hope the Yankees do make the mistake and go to 750, and I hope the Red Sox don't. because you're getting handicapped. The last half of that contract, you're getting handicapped.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the Yankees the last few years since 2009. They really haven't had like standout seasons besides this one, and it's been why? Because you've been handcuffed by old, horrendous contracts.
Yep.
So do it again. Go give him $750. Do it again.
Yeah. I mean,
because you ain't gonna have no more money to spend, and you still got to fill first base, second base, third base, an outfield position, multiple relievers. You got Garrett Cole, who missed 3 months of the season with an arm injury. Nestor Cortez, you put him on the bench for the last 31 days before you decided, hey, come in and face Freddie Freeman and give him a walk-off homer. Carlos Rondon's up and down. You never know what you're going to get out of him. Luis Hill just pitched his first full year in the big leagues. How's he going to hold up coming year two? Clark Schmidt, you put him on the bench in the postseason.
I don't know. Luis Hill got AL Rookie of the Year this year.
That's what I'm saying. How's he going to hold up in year two?
I would imagine the same.
Well, we've seen sophomore slumps, and especially with pitchers going deep into the year, arms don't recover like they need to.
Yeah.
Look, this ain't me questioning Luis Hill's ability. I think he's a stud, but just history tells us year two, after a long – had they got bounced in round one and he had an extra 2 months to help his recovery, sure, year two is probably going to be really good. But you didn't, right? You went 2 more months deeper than everybody else, which is a great thing. You never want to turn that down, right? I'll take 2 extra months of working or my arm being used, having a chance to win a World Series than being in Cancun September 31st.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
So
I don't know. This whole
there's just a lot more question marks for the Yankees.
Well, there's a lot more question marks for Soto as well. Like how is he going to hold up long term, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how is his play going to decline? Is it going to get better? Because like we've seen players sign big ass contracts, and all of a sudden they just kind of start to get worse.
Yep.
You know, I mean, look, Anthony Rendon, fucking perfect example. He just doesn't want to play. There's a difference, right? So Soto, you can tell he's young, he's hungry, like he wants to play, right? Mike Trout can't stay healthy, you know, and he signed a big ass contract.
Albert Pujols,
but he was old as fuck when he signed a big ass contract.
C.J. Wilson,
Who the
Jared
fuck is
Weaver, lefty that signed with the. I'm just calling on the Angels organization here. Jared Weaver,
Jesus,
you signed him long term when he was throwing 85. Like,
okay, that's just bad business decisions.
this
that's
is all
that's
Angels.
not.
Angels, stop doing this. Like,
yeah, but that's not necessarily the players' fault. They were already on the decline when they signed those big ass contracts.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just shitting on the Angels organization like we always do on here.
Yeah, I mean we can do that. Look, any company, look, you want to call something Mickey Mouse? They are legitimately Mickey Mouse. Like they first were owned by Disney.
Yeah,
like that was how they started the team.
right.
They were owned by Disney, and then Disney was like, "Hey, we're not good at this. Here you go." And that was that was the whole thing. I still want to go to their park though. You look at their park with the mountains and shit in center field. Like I'd love to
really
go.
Cool.
I missed the opportunity to go when I was in San Diego. We passed it on the way to Dodger Stadium, which is a fucking huge letdown going to Dodger Stadium. But I got to see Bryce Harper play because it was Dodgers versus the Nationals at the time.
Yeah,
that's where he was. And saw Bryce Harper hit one against Clayton Kershaw against the wall. You know, it was a good time. You know, but then that next year, fucking the Padres signed Manny Machado, and I was very pissed off because I wasn't there to go watch Manny play.
But you got to see Manny get robbed by his teammate in the baseball.
That was legit. When me and Chris went, he was dating this chick at the time. She was in the Navy with us, and
it's kind of irrelevant. But
I think he bought he bought the tickets. And was like, hey, you want to go? And I was like, okay, who's all going? He was like, me, you, Kay. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. And I think it was, I mean, I don't want to incriminate anybody, but I might have been 20 at the time. And, you know, somebody might have been buying me beers. Not saying which one, but she was a good lady. Anyway, so with that being said, we had a great time.
All right. Well, that's speaking of shitting on people, and organizations.
All right, Rob Ranford, the fuck are you doing?
How about we just shit on the commissioner of baseball real quick when we've been pretty open-minded, right? He's talked about expansion teams, and he's talked about wanting to do some things, put a timeline on free agents, and he's talked about some good things. But my goodness,
I don't want to shit on the man too much. He could buy every house in his neighborhood and the land it's on,
Dude.
and not bat a fucking eye.
dude,
He could shut this. He could shut this business down right now.
buddy, this. I don't know. You can talk about it.
Okay, so Rob Manfred wanted to put. I don't know if he wanted to do it or he was just let me piss these motherfuckers off. But he
floated the idea.
He pissed off everybody in baseball when he said, "Hey, I have an idea. Why don't we have this golden at bat rule to where if thank you, bud. You don't have
You're
to.
welcome.
You don't have to just fucking ask me if I want a beer. Hey, bud, you want a beer? Yeah,
I got
the
one.
answer is always yes. So, you know what? Don't ask me. Just give me a beer.
I was about to say, if the answer's always yeah, I'm just going to get you one.
Okay, so here's the deal. Golden at bat. We have, let's say, I don't know. Let's say the Dodgers are playing, right? And Miguel Rojas is up to bat. And you got bottom of the ninth, down 1, 2 on, 2 outs. Hey, timeout. Miguel, come over here. Otani, grab a bat. Go hit. Well, Coach, I'm already in the lineup. First of all, how'd you learn how to speak English? Second of all, go ahead. Like, no, you're hitting. Well, how'd that happen? Well, because Rob Manfred said we have this golden at bat rule to where if at any point in the game you have one chance to put anybody in your lineup that's already hit or whatever in an at bat. So, say like that happens. Okay, well, what the fuck? Like, why is this even a thought? Because if I'm Boston and we're playing the Yankees and Garrett Cole's on the mound, I'm fucking putting Devers up twice. Devers comes up, hits a fucking home run against Garrett Cole like he always fucking does. As soon as he touches home plate, Garrett Cole Devers grab a bat again. You're hitting again.
Let me top you with one here. You went Miguel Rojas.
I went Dodgers, right?
Look, let's go to this situation here. Bottom of the ninth. Dodgers down 1. You got 1, 2, 3 coming up. Shohei, Mookie, Freddie coming up.
Okay.
Shohei, you're facing whoever. We don't like the matchup. We want Mookie. You go on base. We're going to make somebody else beat you. Well, Golden at Bat says, hey, Shohei, come on back down. We're going to put somebody on base for you. Come on back down.
Yeah.
Hit for Mookie.
Absolutely.
And then they walk him again. All of a sudden, you're first and second with Freddie up.
Yeah, so are we putting fucking ghost runners in too?
Yeah.
Like, could Shohei possibly look?
If it's not that, then let's say that situation was to happen. Does Mookie go run at first now? And if they walk him again, do they flip flop because that's technically Shohei's spot at second at first?
So many questions, but the main one is what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, this is
quit changing baseball. Just quit. Quit changing baseball. Quit trying to add shit in that makes zero sense. Quit trying to alter this game. This is called America's pastime for a reason. Keep it the fucking way it is.
Well, and why don't you fix this stuff that's broken?
You
like
already
the replay system.
Well, but you already made. Hopefully that comes too. But you already made some big decisions to change the game, in the pitch clock and the hitter's clock and all that bullshit.
Shift.
Right, you banned the shift. Like, you already made huge changes to the game.
Limited number of picks. Bigger bases.
Give us another 15 years before you try to change something else.
Yeah, and in 15 years he's out because he's done in 2029.
Right, correct. And then hopefully this new commissioner doesn't put on his fucking clown mask and go, "Hey, I'm gonna do this."
Dude, you know what I heard?
Idiot.
You know what I heard, which would be
fucking idiot.
This would be a really cool wrinkle. So first off, Manfred has since walked back these comments, saying this is nowhere near coming to MLB. Like, it was just an idea. He literally said, "You don't like that idea. I wouldn't be too concerned about it right now." So this isn't coming anytime soon. But here's a little wrinkle I heard from somebody. They said, "Okay, so let's say this rule gets put in play. What happens if the team on defense, the pitching team, gets the golden bat out?" Said next guy that comes up, that team should be able to pick the next guy that hits. So, Mr. 25th, Mr. Bullpen guy, come on, grab a bat. Like, I just beat your golden at bat, so now I get rewarded for beating your golden bat.
Yeah.
Or start with a strike.
Or if he gets out, that's an automatic third out.
Or second out.
No,
it's an
no,
automatic
no.
extra out.
No. Automatic 3 outs as soon as that guy gets out. Like if he hits a ground ball, pop up,
Strikes
out, whatever. As soon as he gets out, that's your third out, no matter what. Fucking done.
Yeah.
That'd be exciting.
There's some wrinkles you could put in this to make it intriguing.
Or you can do like
However.
Ty Schmidt with the Pat McAfee show. He was making a mockery of the whole fucking thing,
Yeah.
and I love it because he was saying, first of all, he said it's such Mickey Mouse bullshit. Like, why the fuck are we even doing this? Like, you already changed baseball with the pitch clock. Like I said, like just keep it how it is.
Right.
Well, he said, hey, or the whole show was making fun of it. Like, we can have like you're at the club and you order bottle service and they come with those sparklers and shit. He's saying like they would deliver the bat like that. Right, and then somebody else said to implement the Savannah Bananas rule, where if a fan catches it, it's an out. Like
they need golden bats, golden helmets, golden
gloves,
like golden ball.
Now, an idea I did like though was if your golden at bat hitter pops up to a fielder that they designate with a golden glove. If they were the ones that got the out, then that would be the automatic 3 outs.
What if the guy that they chose for the golden glove was a shortstop, and it was a pop-up to the second baseman? He took the glove off, launched it to the second baseman. The second baseman caught the glove, put it on, called the ball.
Went full Kelly Leak and just ran over there, pushed him out the way, and hey, I got it.
Yeah.
It's an idea. But it's such a shitty idea.
Here's the thing.
I've had a lot of bad ideas.
We can come up with a ton of reasons on why not to do this.
Well, the number one is it's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard of.
Yeah, it's just dumb. Like
that's the main thing.
This is a stupid idea. This should not be coming into baseball. This is really dumb.
Yeah. I don't agree with it. Now I'm glad he kind of pulled his shit out, and he said, hey, like, we're not doing this, which is perfect. Thank you for realizing how fucking stupid that was. Yeah. But now the next thing is going to be like, hey, if you steal a base or run scores.
Well, we got to do something in the World Series because, Taco Bell took out their steal a base
taco. Let's talk about that for a second because that's complete horseshit. I never, in all my years since they've been doing that, I've never gone the next day and gotten a free taco.
I've done it once.
I've never done it.
I did it once.
But it was such a cool thing that I've always been like, hey, I have the option to go get a free taco if I want. You know what I mean? And it was also like that guy, if you were that guy that stole the base, like, fuck yeah, thank you for the free tacos, dude. Yeah. I
did it once. We were drunk in college.
That's about right.
Yeah. And we were all watching the game.
Glad you got a good education.
And, yeah, we were going to get Taco Bell after. We all walked in.
I was too busy focused on my studies in college.
Yeah, I bet you were, bud.
For a year and a half. That's how long it took me to get my degree, dude. What can I say? Right. It's a 2-year degree. I got in a year and a half.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you know who else is getting congratulations? Willie Adames.
We can just name them all right now. And then continue with this golden at bat bullshit.
Well, we could. But Willie Adames is the big name on the board here. The top shortstop on the board, 29 years old, former Milwaukee Brewer, has agreed to his 7-year, $182 million contract with the San Francisco Giants. It is their largest in team history. It beats out current and new head of baseball operations Buster Posey's contract. We've talked about will Buster strike out in postseason like Farhan Zahidi did. Boom, right off the bat, Buster's first year, big splash with a shortstop that is much, much needed in San Francisco. Look, this is a guy that, for shortstops, you don't really see power shortstops, right? You got a couple of them every now and then. You had a Garcia Parra, you had Trevor Story currently whenever he's healthy, Adames right now. Troy Tulowitzki was a good power bat at shortstop. There's not a lot of power bats out there. This is a guy over his last 4 years has hit 26, 31, 29, 33 homers. This is a power bat at shortstop. Going to give you 250 to 280 at the batting average. Going to play pretty good defense. He's going to team up with Matt Chapman on that side of the field and create one of the, if not arguably the best shortstop third base combos in the league. This is a dude that is an absolute stud. Came in 10th in MVP voting this past year. Like, just an absolute dog. Giants get their guy.
I love it.
Pending a physical.
Yeah, look, all these signings we're about to name, it's all pending a physical. Because, like, mainly right here, I don't know. I don't know the reason, but, like, all these signings came out earlier this week, like throughout the week, and it was all, like, just, I don't know. We all thought, hey, everybody sign. Then I go to MLB free agency tracker, and it looks like nobody fucking signed. So all of them are pending physicals. Don't know why. I don't know why they haven't got it done yet. Maybe guys are in Cabo or Tahiti or wherever the fuck they are, Turks and Caicos, enjoying their life. Or maybe they're just sitting at home playing PlayStation like I am.
Or back home, visiting family. Like, he's from Dominican.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
sitting at the house.
Yeah, that's true. So check this out, right? So now you have Patrick Bailey as your catcher.
Yep.
Dog.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Lamont Wade Jr.
Big fan.
First baseman. Huge fan.
They are shopping him, though. I have seen they're shopping that name, which I
Okay.
think is really dumb, but whatever.
Shop him to the Cubs. Go get Cody. That's what I've heard. I've heard he's going to Giants. I've heard it.
Probably to be center fielder, though.
But why? Your outfield's pretty much set. I mean, Elliot Ramos.
You move Jung-Hoo Lee.
Yeah, but you got Elliot Ramos in left field, and you got Mikey Yastrzemski in right.
I'm
Your
not
center
trusting
fielder
this.
is Graham McRae. I don't know.
No, it's going to be
Again,
Jung-Hoo Lee. He's on the injury right now. Remember we talked about him?
Okay. Yeah. So perfect, right? So your outfield's set.
I don't trust Yaz. Yaz ain't that good.
Okay, put him as your fucking non-hole. I don't care. Shop him, go get Cody, put him at first. That's a huge bat to add to your lineup, and this team would be disgusting. Now, second baseman, you only got one guy listed, Brett Wisely.
Mm-hmm.
Zero clue what the fuck he's about. But hey, 5'9". I'm pretty sure we talked about him already. I don't know if we looked up stats or anything, but he ain't, from what I understand, his number is 0, so he's got to be a dog.
Oh, okay. That's what makes people good now?
Absolutely.
All right.
But so you got him listed at second. You got Matt Chapman as your starting third baseman, and then you got Willie Adames. Now, here's an idea.
Oh, boy.
They signed Willie to play second.
Okay.
Okay. Tyler Fitzgerald was a dog at shortstop this year. He was one of the players of the month. You got one of those the cards on MLB The Show.
Yep.
A 99 card. Like, he's good. Okay? So you either move him to second or you move Willie to second. Now, Tyler Fitzgerald's 6'1". Willie, I think, is
6'1".
okay, never mind. On TV, he doesn't look that tall. But you put one of them as your second baseman, one of them as your shortstop, and Brett Wisely take your sit, grab some pine. And
Willie has come out and said he's willing to move to second.
there you go, right there. So you just signed him as your second baseman. Now your infield set. Now your outfield set. There you go.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you can shop Brett Wisely, and you can shop Lamont Wade Jr. Shop them both to Chicago. Go get Cody. Put his ass at first. Add a huge left-handed bat to your already stacked fucking lineup. And then you got Logan Webb, and you just need to add a little bit more pitching. Logan Webb, Robbie Ray.
If you have a bounce back from Robbie Ray,
then this team could make a run. The issue is the division they fucking play in. We've said it time and time and again. This division has 4 teams at any moment that could win ball games.
hey, the thing about this is we can't. San Francisco. I know San Francisco fans are excited, but I also know that you're holding your breath. And the reason why you're holding your breath is because you've heard this story before. San Francisco signs the top shortstop out there,
Pending physical.
pending a physical. And what happened in that physical?
Carlos Correa.
He failed it.
He failed it. But he was hurt though.
Cross our fingers.
He was hurt though.
Well, it was a physical. It was a injury back in high school that hasn't affected him at all.
No, it wasn't back in high school. It was in the. It was. I thought we looked at it. It was in the minors or something like that. He slid in the third and broke his ankle.
But it was an injury that didn't affect him his entire
no.
career.
Yeah, no, it never affected him. But he just, I guess, didn't. He had limited range of motion, and they didn't pass him because he also signed with another team that year too, right after the Giants.
I think it was the Mets. I think that was the Mets.
Yes, yeah, it was the Mets, and then they failed him too. So it wasn't just the Giants that failed him; they failed him too, and then he signed another deal with the Twins. Mm-hmm. That was what that's what happened. But I thought it was in the minors that happened. It wasn't in high school.
It might have been. It was. Let's see. I'm gonna try to figure it out right here. Back tree.
I don't like whenever you talk to yourself. You go. All
right, it was a high A game in 2014 with the Astros.
Yep, there you go. Yep, slid in the third, broke his ankle, or something like that. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yep.
Okay. See, I know
fibula.
Stuff.
His right fibula.
Oh, okay, that's different.
Yeah,
it's not an ankle.
He fractured his right fibula and a ligament.
Fibula, tibula, bone and rib.
But I mean, look at how long he was in the league. It didn't affect him ever.
No, absolutely not.
And it's still not affecting him.
No, absolutely not. That's why he signed. He signed with the Twins because they were like, "Yeah, we'll fucking pass you. You just play for us."
Yeah, and you took half of what the Giants offered.
Absolutely.
I think what Correa signed for, was he like 166 or something like that?
I don't know.
And the Giants had offered him like 310 or something.
It was insane. It was way more than he was worth to begin with.
Fact.
Yeah. Weren't the Cubs looking at shopping somebody else though with right, Bellinger?
So, yeah, they are. Hold on, let's talk. Let me stay on Correa real quick because I got it pulled up right here. So he agreed to a 13-year, $350 million deal with the Giants.
That's what it was.
Then, when 8 days later, when they canceled it because of the physical concerns, he agreed to a 12-year, $315 million deal with the Mets, again pending a physical, and they pulled out. And then he signed. Where's this Twins deal at?
I don't know, but you need to hurry the fuck up.
Man, why are you rushing?
I'm sorry, I'm not rushing.
He signed a 3-year, $105 million deal after that.
Jesus Christ.
So, yeah, there's that.
Well, that's fun.
But, yeah, the Cubs looking to trade some people. Yes, besides Cody Bellinger.
Who is it, though?
Seiya Suzuki.
Oh, yeah.
The big-time free agent that they got from...
Fuck, go get both of them. If you're the Giants, shop some starters. You got 8 guys listening to your fucking starting rotation. Go get both of them. Have Cody play first and put Seiya in the outfield. There you go. Right there. Boom. Squad. You're beating the Dodgers. Or you're not beating the Dodgers, but...
You're making a run. You're coming in second. Well...
You're coming in third in the division. Pending what the Diamondbacks do.
Yeah, I like Seiya Suzuki. I liked him when he was coming out of the Japan League. And look, I got the jersey on today. I got Wrigleyville on because I knew we were going to be talking belly and talking this trade rumor. So,
think your laptop's in the way?
Is it?
There you go.
There you go, Wrigleyville.
Yeah.
All right. Had to look at your screen to see where we were at there.
While you look at my screen, I'm not recording anything.
But Seiya Suzuki, man, since he's come over, he's been a really solid player. He's got a career 8.2 WAR. It's gone up every year. His first year, he played 111 games. This was 1.8 WAR. Second year, played 138 games, 2.8. So he not doubled it, but
what's the word you're looking for?
Close. I was going to say doubled it, but then I had to stop myself because it's not doubled. And then this past year, he played 132 games. Was a 3.5 WAR. I mean, that's a consistent number of time being out on the field. This dude is a career 278 hitter. I'll take that all day long. He went from 14 to 20 to 21 homers. Look, give me a left fielder that hits 278 and is going to give me 20 homers consistently and be on the field for 9/10 of the year. I'll take this guy all day, every day, just like Bellinger. This is a great right-handed bat that can play the outfield. Bellinger's a great left-handed bat that you can move from outfield to first base, and he's going to be a Gold Glover at both of them. But at the same time, like, I don't know what the Cubs are trying to do. You got Dansby on a really not good contract right now, but you got young piece in Nico Horner that's playing second base for you. You went signed Shota Imanaga. You got a perennial Cy Young candidate in Justin Steele. You got Suzuki. You got Bellinger. Like, why are you trying to move on from some of these guys? I really don't understand. And look, the thing about the Cubs is saying, all the reports out there are saying they want to trade one of the two, Bellinger or Suzuki. Will they look at moving both if teams get desperate, teams that miss out on Soto and then miss on Teo and then miss on Santander? Like, could that team be desperate and say, look, we won't say it? I mean,
see, I never understood why any team would not want to be in like the buyer's market. Like, why?
Money and cheap owners.
Yeah, but like even the Dodgers with that World Series team that they had, and now you get Ohtani back, they're like, hey, let's go sign Snell, and then okay, let's re-sign Tommy Edman. Then let's also go ahead and we're probably going to go get Kershaw again just because fuck it. But like, why is that not every other owner's mentality?
Greed
for what?
Money.
You bring these players in, they bring you more money.
But if you're making plenty of money without having to give these guys money,
I guess. I don't know. We need to own a team.
Yeah, I wish.
We have a World Series team every year. We'd be broke as fuck, but we'd have a World Series team every year.
That's all that matters. I just want to win.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
want to win and get free dinners.
Speaking of teams that want to win, Coach, you know who wants to win more than anybody because they got a young core right now? That'd be the Baltimore Orioles.
I don't like this signing.
The Baltimore Orioles made a huge mistake last year and moved that left field fence back like 70 yards. Not really, but like 40 foot they moved it back.
So that's a huge difference.
Yeah, I know.
210 feet to 40 feet.
I said I'm just kidding. It was an exaggeration. And now they are moving it back in.
Right.
And what's the first thing they do whenever they say, oh, we're moving it back in? No, let's not go bring Santander back, who just hit 44 homers for us in the stadium. You go get right-handed pop and Tyler O'Neill and Gary Sanchez. And I agree with you. I hate both of these signings.
Oh, fuck. I forgot they signed Gary, too. Yeah, you have Adley Rutschman there, who's not going anywhere at all. Like, I don't know what the deal is. If they think that Adley just can't do it, or they would sign both of these guys to take turns at DH. Because they don't have a spot on the field. Neither of them have a spot on the field. Correct?
Well, somebody had to take Santander's spot, but
okay, so
Tyler O'Neill coming up is blocking other guys.
But okay, look at your left field. Who do you have in left field? Colton Cowser. Okay? Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you have in center field? Cedric Mullins. Pretty good.
You could get better.
I'll take him.
You could get better.
I'll take him, though.
Eh.
With his speed, he covers so much ground out there. He's a Gold Glove outfielder. I don't know if he's won any, but he's, in my opinion, he should be. He's a badass outfielder. I think he has like 2 or 3 plays in the top 100.
No, there's better guys out there.
Okay, sure. Fine. Right field, Heston Kjerstad. Dog. I don't think you have a spot for Tyler O'Neill. Now, your DHs, you have listed Ryan O'Hearn and Adley Rutschman. Adley's obviously going to be a starting catcher, so he's not playing. The issue here is Ryan Mountcastle. Do you put him at DH and let El Gary play first? Has El Gary ever played first? I don't know. So why the fuck did you go get both of these guys?
Yeah, look, like I said, you had to get somebody to replace Santander, and maybe his number is just going to be too high. I mean, this is a where's he at on the board? How much was it? 3 for 49.5. Like I said earlier, I think Santander signs for somewhere around 75 to 80. Maybe that number was just too high for you. I don't know. You had to get somebody to replace 44 homers. Now, is Tyler O'Neill going to replace 44 homers?
Probably.
No. Tyler O'Neill has played in 100 games in 7 years. Guess how many times?
Once.
Twice.
Okay.
And one of them was this past year where he hit 31 homers. All right. Is he going to replace 44? No. It's him plus Gary, who you sit there and you say, where does Gary Sanchez exactly play and how often? Replace 44 homers combined? Probably. Because Gary Sanchez, I mean, let's just face it. Gary Sanchez is a one-tool player. Power. That's it. He's a terrible catcher. He has no arm. He doesn't hit for contact. He has no speed. Power. That's it.
That's it.
Like, he is only good for that, and he's really declined from that too. As far as we go back to Cedric Mullins since 2021 has gotten significantly worse, and I think that you do try to move on from this. All right, you're talking about a guy, 2021, played 159 games. He was a 5.9 WAR, hit 291 with 30 homers. Great numbers. Take that all day long. The next year, 4 WAR, hit 258, so almost a 40-point drop with 16 homers. Last year, 2.8 WAR, 233, so another 25-point drop with 15 homers. And then this past year, 2.6 WAR, hitting 234, so essentially the same as the year before with 18 homers. Cedric Mullins is a guy you can move on from, who takes on a guy that's been declining for 4 straight years and has shown no upside. I don't know.
But who moves to center?
Tyler O'Neill is a 2-time Gold Glover. I'm not saying that you move Tyler O'Neill to center, but you got to find a spot for him. And I don't think it's DH role. You can't keep a 2-time Gold Glove winner out of the DH role. And also,
has Cedric ever won a Gold Glove?
No, he hasn't. I was about to say it's not ever won a Gold Glove.
I know the man can fly. All right.
No, I'm not denying that.
He can fly and he can also catch the ball.
He's.
What does a Gold Glover entail?
You can move on from this though.
I don't like it. I don't like you moving on from it. I love Cedric Mullins. I love him playing center field for him. He's a good baseball player, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not saying he's a good hitter. I'm not saying he's a good fielder. I'm saying he's a good baseball player.
Mm-hmm.
Understands the game. He knows what it takes. He's one of the guys that has to actually try. You know, like there's well, I'm saying there's a lot of guys that are in the major leagues that are just like natural fucking athletes. Like this guy is a natural athlete for sure.
Yeah.
But he actually probably he has to put in the work to be the guy, and I think he does. I don't know. I enjoy watching him play, especially for this Orioles team.
It's just hard to find a spot for Tyler O'Neill because, like I said, 2-time Gold Glover. You got Kobe Mayo, who's coming up, MLB ready. You don't have a spot in the infield for him. They've been testing him in left field too. This signing just really blocks that for me, and I hate this signing for Baltimore because as much as I like Tyler O'Neill, you're blocking Kobe Mayo, and you have to get starting pitching. You're losing Corbin Burns, most likely. And who are you going to trust after that? You went trade for Zach Eflin, great. Grayson Rodriguez was hurt a little bit. You got
Dean Kramer,
who's a solid 4, but that's it.
Albert Suarez,
no.
Cade Povich,
4.
Trevor Rogers,
5.5.
Chase McDermott,
No.
Kyle Bradish,
He's coming back from Tommy John. How will he hold up?
Tyler Wells,
He's probably going to be there 3.
and then old John Mean Beans over there. He's a free agent.
Yeah, he's gone. I mean, you have a lot of work to do. Also, you got Felix.
You don't need starters. You got Felix Batista in the bullpen. You got Sir Anthony Dominguez. They can just pitch every game. You got Gregory Soto. That's fine. Like, you don't need starters.
Yeah, you also need relieving. I mean, this is 2 deals. This is 2 deals that you didn't have to make, and this is 8.5 for Gary and 49.5, which turns out to right at like $16.5 million a year. So 8.5 plus 16.5. What does that equal? 17 plus 8, 25. Take that 25 and go offer it to freaking Fried. Or Burns over 8 years.
Or Verlander.
Or take the 25 and split it in half between freaking Evaldi and Manaea and call it a day. You need starting pitching. You need guys that you know are going to last a year. Well, I mean, you never know with pitchers if they're going to last a year, but guys that have proven that they can hold up.
Yeah, like Verlander.
Unlike what you got right now, I don't like this signing. I don't like this signing at all. I think
Scherzer.
I think it's a terrible signing for them.
No, I agree. I agree. I don't understand it. But with that being said, let's move on from it. Clay Holmes, buddy.
Yes.
What are the Mets doing?
This is another one that just don't make any sense.
So it makes sense if they keep him in the pen.
Exactly. I was about to say, it makes complete sense if you keep him in the bullpen. You had to remove Edwin Diaz from the closer role this past year because he was so bad. And I get it. Clay Holmes had, his save opportunities. Why don't that say? I don't know. I think he blew, he had 43 save opportunities. He closed 30 of them. I get it. He blew a bunch of saves. But Yankees fans, you have to remember, and I just talked to my future brother-in-law about this yesterday. Everybody loved Clay Holmes at the beginning of the year. He went 4 for 4 in saves versus the Astros to start the year. His first, he counted it yesterday. I want to say his first 14 games, he had a 0.0 ERA. I was talking to one of my friends in the gym who's another Yankees fan, and I told him, Aaron Boone is wearing Clay Holmes out too early. You have got to trust other people in your bullpen.
Do you go to the gym?
Yeah, a little bit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, sometimes. But I was telling him, he is wearing him out too early. First 14 or 15 games, he had a 0.00 ERA, and then it jumped to a 3 like that. And he didn't recover. He started blowing saves. Like I just said, he had 43 opportunities, blew 13 of them. I mean, what's your thought?
Look, so if you're the Mets, in my opinion, you don't need Soto, right? So that's the whole. They were going after Soto. Every guy in your fucking lineup is a household name. All right, you got Frankie Alvarez playing catcher, young guy, stud. All right, I think he's a switch hitting catcher, stud. All right, Mark Vientos, you got him listed as your first baseman, but he's not going to be your first baseman. You need to go get that. They might make a trade for Cody. We'll see. But Mark Vientos is your third baseman, and he's that dude's a dog. All right, Jeff McNeil playing second, dog. Been in the league, he's a veteran, good guy. Frankie Lindor, dog. All right, obviously you paid him a lot of money, and he's going to be there for a while. Switch hitting shortstop that hits average, home runs, hits for everything. Left field, Brandon Nimmo, dog. All right, center fielder Tyrone Taylor, dog. Right field, Starling Marte, dog. A little bit past his prime, but hey, he can still get it done for you. You're pitching. You need help, and I get it. Right? I get go and sign Clay Holmes. I understand it. But as a bullpen guy, you need starters. Clay Holmes is not a starter, has not proven himself, unless you plan on doing what the Dodgers did in the World Series and just make it a whole bullpen game. And starting him that day and let him go 3 or 4 and then go in bullpen right off the bat. Like going bullpen in the 5th. If that's your plan with him, I don't mind this signing. The issue with this is you're planning on, hey, you're a starter, you're a 5-6 inning guy. When I don't know when the last time you did that was.
So the last time he did that was his rookie year with Pittsburgh. In 2018, he pitched in 11 total games. You want to guess how many he started? 4. He had a 6.84 ERA, went 1-3.
Yeah.
This is not a guy I'm signing to be my starter. It's just not. You got too many other names out there, man.
Way too many.
There's too many other guys that can fill that need. You can bring Manaea back. You're familiar with him. You're probably not bringing Verlander back because that went down a shithole whenever you brought him in.
Yep.
But Evaldi's out there. You're in the market for the big names, the Burns and Freeds. I mean, there are other guys. This one, I just highly disagree.
No,
you need bullpen help, and this guy could be a big bullpen piece for you.
Yes.
And you just basically said fuck it. And
correct. Yep. I don't get it. Now
I don't want you to get I don't want the Mets to get in a situation like San Francisco did, where you signed Jordan Hicks to this long-term deal, 4 for 44. You want to test him as a starter, and then July rolls around. You figured out that it didn't work, and all of a sudden he's got to figure out how to become a reliever again. I think that's dumb. I just think that's dumb.
I got both my babies in here. even though they're being fucking aggravating. It's a dumb move by the Mets in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm not a fucking owner. I'm not a GM. I'm not anything like that.
Oh, dude, I saw.
That one's being a little aggravating, but it's okay.
Next guy.
Yeah, we got one more guy to talk about. Don't call me Justin. Mr. Shane Bieber re-signs with the Cleveland Guardians, and how do you feel about that?
I mean, look, I'll tell you the same thing I told you because you didn't like it, and it's not that I necessarily don't like it. I just think it's a deal that you sign with because you know that you're familiar with them. You're coming off of Tommy John surgery, or well, actually, you'll still be in the midst of coming off of Tommy John surgery. It's not a team that you really have to get familiar with anymore. They know you. They know all your medicals. You went down after your second start this year, so they've been with you through the surgery, through all the rehab that you've done so far. I think this is a deal that he signs and the team was comfortable with because of the familiarity.
Familiarity?
Familiarity?
That's what you said.
Familiarity?
I guess, one of those things.
I don't know.
It's kind of like a Carlos Correa situation whenever he signed back with the Twins. It's one of those things where he couldn't pass physical anywhere else. The difference between him and Bieber is that the Bieber knows the fact that he can't pass physical anywhere else. So like, hey, like I still want to play. Will you resign me? And they're like, yeah, fuck it, sure, we'll do it. And then he's like, oh, okay, cool, and they signed a deal. I don't know. Other than that, kind of get this rogue in my mouth.
I see that. Yeah, you're doing it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see.
Nicotine is great. Not for kids. Kids, if you're watching, get your parents' permission. If you're drinking, you shouldn't. If you're doing these rogues, you shouldn't as well. But if you're over the age of 21, hey, Godspeed, brother. Keep doing it. Keep drinking. Keep rocking on. Anyway, so Shane Bieber, great guy. I think he's worth the money that he was paid if he can have a bounce back year this year. Correct? Am I wrong?
Well, the problem is, when is he going to be able to pitch? I think the earliest he pitches is August.
What did he sign? What did he sign for?
He signed a 2-year deal.
2-year with a 1 year opt out. Is it a player or a team?
It's a player option. So he signed a 2-year $26 million deal with a 1-year opt out. So year one, chances of him pitching are pretty slim. I mean, just in all reality, it's pretty slim. I mean, he underwent Tommy John surgery right at the beginning of May after his second start, maybe late April, early May, and that's typically 18 months. So does he even pitch this year? He's going to be really pushing it. But this year he's going to get paid $10 million essentially to rehab, and then he has a player option in 2026 for $16 million. So to me, it's one of those things like I texted you about. Why does he sign a 2-year deal with a player option for $26 million? Familiar with the team, familiar with the group. If he is able to pitch this year, which I don't know if I see that happening, but if he is, and let's just say Cleveland, who's coming off a division win, got beat in the second round, say they just fall off the map, right? Because I think this division is wide open. I think both central divisions are wide open. But say that...
I feel like they've always been like that, though.
They have been. But say that they just completely fall off the map, fall to third in the division for some reason, they don't make the playoffs. Does Bieber want to go back there for $16 million, or does he test out maybe getting another 2-year with a player opt-out deal for $30 million?
Depends on how good of a year he has.
That's what I'm saying. If he pitches, though.
So here's my thing, right? So he signed a 2-year deal with a 1-year player option. And here's my opinion about player options. If you do well enough to where you can get more money, you're opting out. But if you do shit, or you don't pitch, or you don't have your best year, you opt in.
Yeah.
That's how it should go.
Yeah.
Right? Which is why I think they should get rid of player options and have team options. I think it's a terrible decision on the GM's part by making player options a thing.
Okay, so if you do that, the counterpoint to that is you have a Shohei Ohtani with 2 years left on his deal, and he's clearly a $40 million player, but you got him signed for 13. Is that fair to Shohei? That the club can say, no, we want you back for another $13 million, even though we know you're worth 40, instead of him being able to opt out and get the $40 million, $50 million contract?
I'm just saying,
just being devil's advocate here.
But that's fine. But from a business standpoint, right? Like if I'm running a business, like a business standpoint, player options are shitty.
If you're the GM, right? If you're making,
if I'm the GM, I'm not signing anybody if there's a fucking player option involved.
Right, I hear you.
Like I might sign a few guys to that just to make them happy. Like if you really want that guy, you'll do whatever the fuck he says.
Right.
Like
Soto right now.
Right. Like you can sign him for a lifetime supply of fucking cheddar cheese. If that's what he wants.
But you come up with some stuff.
Dude, I mean, I
don't know how your brain works, but my goodness, dude, you come up with some stuff.
If I'm being honest with you, I don't know how my brain works. I just kind of day by day, if it works, hey, that's a good deal.
I'm gonna scroll on X here, see if I can find some Juan Soto news.
I mean, probably nothing. He's not signing tonight.
As of 31 minutes ago, John Heyman reports that the Yankees seem very confident with their current position for Juan Soto. The Mets are in between, and the Red Sox are less confident than the other teams. That's good. Be less confident. I'm telling you, dude, if this deal's over $650 for the Sox, I don't want him. He's signing
with Kansas City.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
The Chiefs.
Yeah, okay.
The football team. He's not even playing baseball anymore.
John Heyman also reports that he would not be shocked if Toronto has the biggest offer.
Dude, that's so crazy to me. You came in last in your division, and you're going to go spend that much money on one guy when obviously there's other problems in the organization? Like, what is your thinking process, dude? Like, I don't get it.
He also says that when the Dodgers had their meeting with Juan Soto, they told him the batting order would go Ohtani, Soto, Betts, Freeman. He also adds that the Dodgers have not gotten to the $700 million deal like the other four teams believe to be.
Timeout.
But could be.
The Dodgers are in the running for this shit?
Yes, but I said that whenever we were originally talking about it.
I thought you said the Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays could have the biggest offer. There's 5 teams in the running. Sox, Yankees, Mets, Dodgers, Blue Jays.
Okay. First of all, the Dodgers being in this running is fucking ridiculous.
So
Second of all, Toronto being in this running is ridiculous. The Mets being in this running when they have other positions to fill is ridiculous. And I read earlier it was just Yankees, Red Sox. That's what I read.
This is just a few minutes ago. He adds that the Dodgers haven't gotten to the $700 million deal that the other 4 seem to have made, but could be a major factor if they got close to that number.
Yeah, I'm
go be bullies. Fuck it. Just go be bullies.
I don't know. I'm kind of one of those people like, yes, go be bullies, but if they sign Soto, oh boy.
Dude, if the Dodgers sign Soto, I don't know how much I'd be watching like anybody besides Red Sox play. Like, what's the point?
Did you watch Saints game today?
No.
I didn't.
I saw they blocked a field goal to win the game, but
they won 14-11 against the Giants.
Yeah, anyway.
That's not good.
14 is going to be the average number of runs scored for the Dodgers if they get Soto.
We said, though, We said with Ohtani there and then Yamamoto there that they would end up being at 115 wins.
Yeah.
And they got 98.
Yeah, but Yamamoto missed 90 days. Shohei didn't pitch and put up a career year at the plate and a historic year that baseball's never seen before. Tyler Glasnow was hurt for the last 2 months. Kershaw didn't come back until late August.
I'm ready for January.
That'd be NCAA.
Well, really? So I looked at it. LSU's first game is February 14th.
So according to this report right here, yes, it is at 2 o'clock. The Red Sox plan B, if they miss on Soto, would be something of the Teoscar Hernandez, Anthony Santander. They would float the idea of both of them, plus signing signing Corbin Burns and or trading for Garrett Crochet. I don't know, man. What's your as a Sox fan? What's your thought? Like, what's your thoughts
About Soto?
Yeah. So if you're a Sox fan like me, I am full-fledged go get Soto. But if he costs you more than $650 over 15, hell no. Stay as far as fuck away as you can. Take that money. Go get burnt. I'm on this. If you miss Soto, take the money. Go get Burns, Fried, Tanner Scott, and either Teoscar or Santander. Call it a fucking offseason.
They're interested in all those guys. Did you know that?
They are interested in all those guys. Raise the fucking banner. Interested.
Yeah. Look, let me tell you like this.
They made an offer to Bieber and missed. They made an offer to Clay Holmes and missed.
Yeah.
So we're already over fucking two.
So what's the issue with Boston?
I think it's ownership not willing to spend the money the last few years has people hesitant for signing. It's just like San Francisco. The place is a dump. You've missed out on.
But obviously the offers are there.
Yeah, they are.
So what's so different, right? Like, is it the whole San Francisco deal where just San Francisco is just fucking disgusting? You don't want to sign them over there, or what? I mean, I don't know.
It's not that. I've been there. I've been to Fenway. I've been to Boston. It's a beautiful place to be.
Okay.
I loved my time there.
I need to go so bad.
It was fantastic. Loved my time there. But the ownership has shown in the past they wouldn't dish out the money for Mookie. He was a superstar. You traded him. They wouldn't dish out the money for Xander, which thank God they didn't, because 10 for 300 is looking really bad for the Padres right now. Really bad. And you didn't, and you let him walk with nothing. You know, the only guy that you've really signed that's been a core player for you for years is Mookie. That's it. The other guys that you signed in long-term deals was Cedane Rafaela, who just played his first big league year this past year, to a 6-year, like $57 million deal. Super undervalued right there.
Didn't Duran sign an extension?
Duran's not signed. You signed Brayan Bello, the starter,
okay,
to a deal, who was supposed to be your number one. He ended up falling to like number 3 this year. So, you know, there's some question marks, but don't make the mistake of giving up fucking Tristan Casas.
Don't count the Sox out.
Yeah. Don't count the Sox out. You can't. They got too much money. Tom Warner still got money.
Yeah. Man, it's this whole Soto sweepstakes I think is overplayed. Just because so this year's free agency sucks.
The fact that here's the thing that excites me. The fact that the Red Sox have put a $700 million deal out there for Soto scares me because I don't want it. But it also excites me because they're clearly willing to spend the fucking money.
But what if he defers it? You know, like what if he pulls an Ohtani and defers $680 or $600 even?
I just don't see it happening. Personally, I wouldn't defer any money.
He's what, 26?
Yeah.
Buddy. This is tough. He's the biggest name on this list.
Yeah, obviously.
But I think it's only because they're hyping him up. In my opinion, Corbin Burns is the biggest name on this list. Corbin Burns, Blake Snell, who signed. Ha-Sung Kim. I wouldn't be shocked if Giants would go get him too and put him at second. And put Willie at short. Tyler Fitzgerald is now your fucking DH. Like,
Or Hassan Kim becomes your DH because he is coming off the shoulder surgery.
perfect, right there. Like, there's other names on here. Fucking nobody's talking about Pete. Nobody's talking about Pete.
Well, the only thing I've seen about Pete is I think Pete is Yankees' number one option if they miss Soto. I wouldn't be surprised. Say Soto signs in the next 5 minutes, Pete would be signed tonight to the Yankees. If they miss on, say Soto signs with the Mets right now, by the end of night tonight, Pete would be a Yankee.
Oh, man, it's just rough, dude. Like, where's Bregman going? I want to hear these other free agents. I don't want to hear just Soto.
Well, that's what we're gonna hear.
I know.
Unfortunately,
it sucks.
I agree with what some of these guys have said. You know, I was listening to MLB Network today, and I'm a big believer in you don't wait for one domino to fall before you start hearing the rest of them. Look what the Dodgers did with Blake Snell. I said it last episode. Look what the Dodgers did with Blake Snell. Oh, everybody wants Soto. Everybody wants Soto. Give me the best lefty on the board. 2-time Cy Young winner.
Yeah.
Like, let's go.
Which you could make an argument for Manaea being the best lefty on the board, but
No, third best lefty.
who's the second?
I'm taking Snell, Fried, Manaea.
Fried's a lefty?
Yes.
Oh, I'm fucking stupid.
You're supposed to be a Braves fan.
I'm a baseball fan, but
Okay.
I enjoy the game.
But here's the thing about it. Like, these guys were saying, you know, like the Sox and the O's that might be missing on Soto here. Walk up to Corbin Burns, put an offer on the table, say you got 24 hours, you take it or you leave it. We're not waiting on Soto. We're not waiting on Crochet trade. We're not waiting on this. We're not waiting on that. Put the offer on the table. Here's the money right now. You got 24 hours to make your mind up. Like, why don't more GMs do that? I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. We're not GMs, so
And
like
it's
we
because-
don't know, bro.
I think it's because I think the White Sox haven't traded Garrett Crochet yet because whoever misses in Soto is going to get desperate real fast, and you're going to overpay for Burns. You're going to overpay for Fried. Which guess what that means? Whoever they sign with, the next team that wanted an ace on the board is now going to overpay for Garrett Crochet. So it might have been one of your top prospects, an MLB ready guy, and some lower level guys. Now all of a sudden you got to give up an MLB, two of your top prospects, and maybe not your 1 through 5, but a 6 through 10 prospects. So now two, like let's just use Boston for example. Two of your big four: Christian Campbell, Marcelo Meyer, Roman Anthony, and Kyle Till. All right, that's two of your big four is now who the White Sox are going to ask for, and you know why? Because they're going to see the Red Sox as desperate because you missed on Fried and Burns. If that was to happen. Hypothetical here.
Yeah.
Or the O's, right? Do you start with Jackson Holliday? Do you start with Hurston Kerstead? Do you start with Kobe Mayo? Do you start with oh gosh, who's their catcher they got?
What team?
The O's. Oh my gosh.
Oh, catcher in the minors?
Yes.
Zero clue. No clue.
Oh my
Diesel?
gosh.
Diesel's this
Orioles
sack right there.
prospects. Oh, he's a stud too. Oh my gosh.
Buddy, I don't think we're hearing any Soto news tonight.
I know. I'm just trying. Samuel Basala.
You want me to call Chris and see what he thinks?
Yeah.
I just saw him come online on PlayStation.
Samuel Basala. Like, you can start with some of these guys and they're just going to see it as desperate and they're going to ask for more because they know you want more. And then it's going to become a bidding war like it is for Soto right now. Hey, we know you wanted this, but this team gave me this. So, you know, you got to offer more. And I agree with the guys on MLB Network. I wouldn't give the player that. Walk into the room, here's your offer. You got 24 hours. Take it or leave it.
Yeah. It is what it is.
You know what's going to happen. We're going to end this like always. And then we're going to get Soto news.
Oh, my God. Did Schwarber just hit a home run? Holy shit.
No, was it Seager or Turner? Which one did I call last postseason?
Schwarbaum.
Was it Schwarbaum?
It was a Schwarbaum.
Oh, okay.
So it was the first postseason. It was literally like episode 3. Like it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it wasn't far.
It was crazy. That was wild.
Yeah. Hopefully we get more signings within the next, few weeks. With Christmas
All right,
coming
hold
up.
on. One update here from John Heyman before we close it out here. John Heyman with an update on Soto. The Dodgers have made a serious offer over $600 million. Like, that's just dude, this is crazy. Could you imagine two guys on the Dodgers combined for 1.3 to 1.4 billion over the lifetime of the contract? Two on a 26-man roster. Two guys. 1.3 to 1.4
buddy. I'll take
billion.
I'll take $100,000 a year to go be the fucking equipment manager or something. Like,
oh my
dude,
gosh,
it's ridiculous. I almost wish they would stop. Like, there's a small part of me that's like, hey, look, like you've done it. Just calm down. Just calm down a hair. You know, like.
But hey, if they're willing, can't be mad at them. It is what it is.
I don't know, dude. It's ridiculous.
Here's why I'm not mad at them. Because I believe it was only 2011. So just 13 years ago. The Dodgers filed for bankruptcy.
Did they really?
The Dodgers filed for bankruptcy. And now here we are 13 years later. This investment group has taken them over. And they're just like, yeah. Y'all remember that time when this team filed for bankruptcy? Yeah.
Remember that time Bobby Boucher showed up at halftime and the Bulldogs won the Bourbon Bowl?
My mama said.
Yeah. Dude.
My mama said the Dodgers are about to fucking go scorched earth. Dude, I can't imagine. Like, the backlash baseball is going to get if he signs with the Dodgers is going to be... They'll be calling for Manfred's job by the start of next year. Which is unfortunate.
No,
it's unfortunate.
Other than the fucking stupid-ass golden bat rule, he's been a great commissioner.
Yeah.
He's been a great dude. Hey, if that job is posted on LinkedIn, we applying or what?
The job's not posted on LinkedIn. That job's not posted anywhere.
They had some GMs jobs.
No, they didn't. I looked.
I'm going to get another beer. Do you want one?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. It don't look like we're going to get any Soto news like we thought we might hopefully get on here. That a boy.
Shit, my beer tower fell.
That's terrible. It don't look like we're going to get any Soto news, unfortunately, while we were live here. But it's been fun to talk about. We've had some moves being made. We got two of the bigger names off the board here this past week in Willie Adames and Shane Bieber. You could throw a third bigger name in Tyler O'Neill if, I think he's up there right behind the Sotos and Teos and Santander. I think O'Neill would probably be your fourth best, arguably your fourth with Jerson Profar, but your fourth best outfielder on the board. So you got some names coming off the board. We're seeing free agency take to shape here. It's going to be a lot of fun. Soto's expected to sign at any moment here, so that'll be fun when that happens. I'm pumped up. I can't wait to see the rest. I'm glad he's signing earlier than some of the other bigger names we've seen in the past sign that wait till January or February. So we should see a big domino effect here during the Christmas season, and that'll give us a lot to talk about. So it'll be fun. As always, this is Coach Jace. That's Coach Rob. We are Diamond Deck Discussions Unfiltered.